MrBeast 7 dias já à deriva. Aí, mas já vai dar tempo. 18 minutos de vídeo. Deixa-me só ver o resultado disto.
We are now stranded on a raft in the middle of the ocean. And there goes our boat. We are now stranded for 7 days. How much longer?
Já este gajo é sempre em 1080.
7 days. Frick.
This raft is literally countless miles from the nearest civilization. And whether we like it or not, my 4 friends and I are stuck on.
We're all at rock bottom now. This challenge went from fun to a literal nightmare very fast.
Ai, Jesus.
Huh? We're gonna get sunburned if we don't get shade.
And I had survival specialists equip this raft with tons of wood, rope, and everything else we would need to build ourselves a shelter. Boys, we need to get started. We are running out of light.
I got this side. Oh, my finger! Now we set these up like a TP. We picked the worst day to start, as you can tell by the
Depois posso pôr em português, né?
cloud. It's literally about the storm.
Não é um jogo assim que eu já quis comprar. Raft. Pois é, Raft. É isso, já quis comprar esse jogo.
So, first thing we want to do is set up some structure to cover us. Also, since we're on this slab of wood for the next 7 days, we need a place to hide from the sun so we don't get sunburnt. So, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Speaking of birds, while we were building, this happened.
Bro, the bird! It's coming right at us! Oh my god!
Yo!
Oh my god, it's a bird! Yo.
What?
This is crazy.
We should name him.
What's his name?
Brian.
Brian!
Brian!
Brian, what if you went and caught some fish? I know. He's looking at me. He understands. Jimmy, just say the word. Put the knife away.
Okay, I'll put the knife away.
And the hatchet. Brian, that was a joke.
Forget the bird! We gotta build a shelter!
And while Brian watched, we worked on our first shelter for the rest of the day.
What? O gajo esteve ali. Editado. Acham?
Obrigado pela subscrição que me deste neste canal.
Ah, não acredito. Acham que isto foi posto lá?
Except for
Jimmy, just say the word. Brian, what if you went and caught some fish?
Obrigado pela subscrição que me deste neste
Não
canal.
pode ser, mano.
No, he's looking at
Não, não pode ser.
Brian! Brian, put the knife in.
first shelter for the rest of the day. I'm mad about it.
Inside this crate is the food for all 5 of us for the next 7 days. Oh my gosh.
And in these 2 barrels is our entire water supply for all 5 of us.
How does it taste? Very hot. Oh no. We're screwed.
There was dirt in my cup.
It's getting dark, and that crate has the word sleep on it. Hopefully the survival guides gave us something soft. Why are they wet? Things do get wet on a boat. Yeah. I'm ready for bed. I want to go to sleep.
All right, this is night 1, and Brian is just yawning.
This is miserable. This is all the coverage we have. I didn't realize what I was signing up for. It's hot. This thing will not stop swaying, and I feel like I'm gonna puke. And I'm surrounded by a bunch of sweaty people. Hey, sweaty men.
If you guys smell this bad on day 1, what are you gonna smell like on day 7?
Oh, gosh.
Our first night of sleep was really rough. Sleeping is impossible. These waves are just making me miserable. And to make matters worse, our best friend Brian ended up leaving us that morning.
Brian! Brian!
But regardless, today's objective is to build ourselves a permanent weatherproof shelter.
How do we turn that into
Foda-se, isto é muito doido.
a livable
Pagar a
structure?
conservar
There's
de energia
definitely
de tons.
something here.
How we built the house, I'm not quite sure, but they said.
Hey! Nice throwing!
Jimmy, get my shark pillow!
This is miserable! This is bad. Ah, Jesus Christ, you're not doing the right thing, Nolan. Listen with your ear. Why do you yell so much? Because you don't I want to hit Nolan.
It just rained.
Shut up! At least we don't have to shower. Yeah. This is so bad. And we still have over 6 days.
Este gajo também anda a treinar, olha lá. O MrBeast. Ele era mais gordo. Não era?
Where do we go poop? Oh, we have to build the pooper.
What?
We have to build everything that's here. We have to build the toilet, build our shelter, the fire, everything.
The moment the rain finished, the boys and I needed to build all of our survival essentials, starting with the shelter.
We're tearing this down in the name of something better.
5-minute break for Chris.
I also need a break. I'm seasick. I'm out of it.
You gotta pick this up. I can't pick it up anymore.
I feel like you're doing all the work, but we got 2 other goofs just laying down.
I'm miserable.
We built one
Uma
wall.
aposta.
Yeah, we built one wall all together. Now you
Foi uma aposta. Isto é bué da longo o vídeo, deixa-me andar um bocado para a frente. Ver o que é que eles fizeram.
After hours of building, we were finally getting somewhere.
I severely regret making this a 7-day miserable. I'm gonna puke.
And finally, just as the sun was going down,
Camp is now organized.
Night 2. My bed is still broken, but I'm gonna get some sleep tonight because I'm I'm just higher life.
Now this
we've really
What's all you need?
and drinking hot barrel water.
so dehydrated. I need this.
We're about 36 hours in, and we're almost halfway through a barrel of water.
Is that slow or fast? We're gonna run out on day 6.
Running low on water and food gave me an idea.
I'm kind of curious to see what's under the boat.
Dude, there's so many fish below us.
So we decided to try to catch some dinner, but we weren't very good at it.
Why does this take so long? I just want something to put in my stomach.
Brian!
Ryan, help us catch fish!
Não é
Turns
possível.
out fishing is a lot harder than YouTube. After hours, we caught absolutely nothing. Why can't we catch anything?
Oh, I give up.
Mas com um croque. Não pode ser.
Catch fish! Ryan! Turns out fishing is a lot harder than YouTube. After hours, we caught absolutely
Ai, foi com o Iraq. Eu gosto muito desse gajo, do Iraq. Por acaso.
nothing. Why can't we catch a rat?
Medium stick.
Decided this looked over.
But it was also a good
Por que é que vocês acham que isto é fake?
chunk of our rations, so we made sure to enjoy it.
Mines and it's
None of us managed to get
Fishes are pretty.
worse. We technically, because of the contamination.
watch. Some of our most popular videos are when I buried myself alive, spent time in solitary confinement. So I hope you're happy. I'm suffering again.
It's not easy surviving on a raft, but after 4 long days,
Laser's finally pooping. You play a celebratory song.
Laser beam is
pooping. See how all those clouds over there are dark? Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna pour down on us tonight. Tonight's gonna suck.
we didn't know it yet, but the biggest storm of the entire challenge was heading right towards us. And when we saw it approaching, we tried to prepare as much. Chris is and while the end does see for selling
Já agora estou ansioso para ver como é que eles vão lidar com isto.
new AI tool called Sidekick, making
ship. I'm miserable for the storm. I'm soaking wet. Maybe you can start helping us, Jimmy. I'm just paying for the raft.
the storm was really starting to pick up, but that night it got so much worse.
This really puts the helter in shelter, eh? Ah! Oh no! Dude! Oh, are you kidding? Ah! This is brutal.
What do we do? We have 3 more nights in this.
Next 3 days, by the way. Ah!
There's water everywhere.
It's useless. This does nothing. This is the most insane night yet. We are struggling right now. Is this safe anymore? We would have just filmed this in a studio. But no, we have to be the real channel that doesn't fake things. Oh,
Ok.
we're gonna die. We're getting just destroyed. Oh, I'm getting hit.
There's a hole that is completely opened up over my bed.
I can't do this. I can't do this. You can end this video, Jimmy.
Jimmy, please.
I tried to talk all you guys out of it. You all said yes.
This is the worst experience.
I've ever had in my entire life.
I hate every part of this. Bro, I'm just miserable right now.
O Carlos não foi. O facto de estar a chover, apotes, e os gajos supostamente estarem a dormir uma merda nos últimos 3 dias e ainda assim estão a gravar em rir-se.
The storm was reaching a new peak with every passing hour. We were desperate, so we tried using our beds as literal walls to protect us from the rain.
We're all at rock bottom now. Been raining for a few hours. Stuff's freezing cold. We don't have beds. I'm getting nauseous.
I don't know if we're gonna make it this full 7 days at this point.
It rained nonstop for around 20 hours straight. And after standing the whole night, completely soaked and exhausted, we had to push ourselves to dry off our supplies and rebuild camp.
Our raft is just in shambles. Look at our beds. We're drying them off. This is harder than Antarctica. This is harder than a desert video. I'm just ready to be home.
And I hate this raft. I never want to see it again.
Our entire fire pit is completely drenched. We couldn't start a fire if we wanted to.
tonight. No dinner.
And to make matters worse, all of our food was completely soaked, meaning only a portion of it was still safe to eat.
We had stability, we had food, we had dry beds, and we took it for granted.
We cannot take another night like that. We need to waterproof the shelter.
Just rip that off, tied it here, and then we'll leave the airflow to the side. Yeah, this is...
Eu, por acaso, estava aqui este tempo todo a pensar. Eu custa-me a crer que este gajo faça merdas fake. Não sei. Não acredito que este gajo faça merdas fake.
Last night we were shivering cold and wanted to die. So would you rather be warm and dry or cold and wet? Put a zip tie here, Nolan. Tie a rope to that. Zip tie there. We can use that to push this up so we get even more room.
I'm thinking, why don't I make a really big clothesline and hang up all our wet stuff? Maybe we'll have dry towels by tomorrow.
I want to die. I'm sunburnt, tired, dehydrated, and I say tired.
After fixing camp, we were so exhausted that we spent most of the day sleeping. But at least when we woke up, we were reunited with a familiar friend.
Brian.
After being stuck on a raft for 5 days with these guys,
This really is a nightmare.
I'll admit it, I miss Brian.
Brian moved on. You may not have given up on Brian, but Brian gave up on you.
Brian's giving up on us. We have 2 days left.
We're running out of food.
Our 2 days will be interesting on there.
That is crazy.
I was shivering, wet the entire time, couldn't...
Esta merda, por acaso, eu gosto de fazer, pá. Eu gostava muito de fazer isto. Estes vídeos assim de survival. É pá, muito forte. Bem, vamos ver o que é que este futuro nos reserva neste projeto.
Not sleep. It was one of the worst nights of my life.
Last night, shivering in the torrential rain in the middle of the deep, dark ocean. You know, we got through it. Now, the end of this challenge should not come soon enough.
Making the challenge 7 days was a horrible decision. This is so much harder.
Rained last night, did it?
Ever gotten?
I actually got a full...
Challenge we've ever done.
Os gajos têm os olhos todos fodidos. A não ser que fosse uma maquilhadora forte. Mas...
We're gonna go swimming.
I hope Nolan can swim.
And while they cooled off in their own way, we got creative with ours.
yes, man. Cold air. I feel amazing.
A jellyfish hit me!
No.
Ow! It is the ocean hate us!
I knew it was a great idea not
O que é um jellyfish? Ah!
to go swimming.
I found the sweet spot. Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I got a little welts and some red lines.
For the majority of the day, it was so hot. We literally couldn't walk on the deck.
Yeah, I'm hot.
I don't want to be alive because
Yeah,
I'm hot.
it's very hot.
But as the sun went down, we were optimistic about reaching the finish line.
We have less than 24 hours left in the challenge.
This has genuinely been the hardest challenge video I've ever been a part of.
Honestly, this whole experience has made me appreciate all the things we take for granted in life, like your shower, your food,
I miss food.
a working toilet. I never want to poo in a bucket again.
I say we celebrate making it this far with the Feastable Bar. Yes, available in every Walmart, Target, 7-Eleven, Albertsons, and America. From 2023, if you're still buying Hershey's, it's kind of lame.
Hershey's for the boomers.
What's
happening? Jimmy, I'm starting to think you ate all the food.
I miss sleeping by your side. And with that, I'm going.
We were visited by a familiar face.
Brian brought his family to say goodbye to us on the last day. Thank you, Brian. That meant a lot.
It's almost like we were family to Brian.
We were.
He kept us safe during the night we had the least shelter.
Maybe he's just a pea-brain bird.
Shut up.
Nolan, off the raft.
I wish.
That was emotional.
Everything's gone full circle.
Leaving.
Easily the hardest thing. Whoa! Then finally, the end was literally in sight.
Boat is coming.
Alert the ship of our location.
Oh my God!
I'm getting off this route.
The first 10,000 people to go to the shop app will get a free box of Feastables.
Ai. Isto é que é.